So hello there, Lynn Huber here. And today I want to talk to you about, or I'm going to show you how to create your own social media videos that you can use on social media. And so just before I get started, I have tried so many different ones. There's all kinds of online programs that allow you to create videos, and they all do to some extent, but they all do it differently. Well, they mostly do it the same way, but they all give you different capabilities and all that. And the one that I love the very best is called WeVideo. And I'm going to show you how to create a couple of the videos that I've created using WeVideo. And then at the end, I'll show you what the pricing is and how you can get it. So the first one, I'm going to go ahead and play this for you. This is a vitamin C one that I made using WeVideo. So let me play that for you. There you go. That was the vitamin C one. So let's show you how to do that. So I'm in WeVideo, and I am going to create new. I'm going to click on create new, and it asks me, do I want a horizontal one, which puts it this way, or a vertical one that puts it long, or a square one. So what I did on this one is I did a square one, and I'll click on start editing. So what happens now is it gives me this timeline. This is like a movie frame. Like when they're creating movies. And what you can do is you can click on this one here is my media. And if you want to upload media, you click on this green cloud. So a lot of these vitamin C I got from Avon Social. So I just downloaded them onto my computer, and then I clicked on this green thing and I uploaded them. So you browse to select, and then you would find it on your computer and you would upload it into WeVideo. So the way I started this, I have some notes here as far as what I did. So here's an image of oranges that I just found somewhere. So I'm going to take it and drag it down to the video section here. And then what I did is I created a text to go on top of it. Now this is the reason why I love WeVideo better than anything. So if you click on text up here, they have all these different kinds of things. I mean, like if you click on it, you can see it over on the right hand side what it looks like. So this is puff. You have like a quote. It will show you what the quote looks like if we play it. That one's not showing me much. There's like shop now. This is like, you know, look at R&B's cool. So the one I used for this was called Bullseye Title. So I used this one for my vitamin C video. So once you find the one you like, you just drag it down to video 2. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to layer these. So we have video 1, and then we're going to put the text over the top of it on video 2. And so then you double click on it to edit it. And so in the text, I'm going to write a new vitamin C. And then on the next line, for radiant skin. And then I like to play around with bullets. And so I'm on a Mac. And so it's going to be different for you probably. But on Mac, if you hit Control, Command, and Space, it brings up your little characters. I have no idea how to do that on a PC. But hopefully you know how to do that on your computer. You can also do this WeVideo on your phone. So then I put a little heart there. One little thing that I've learned is that if you put a space after it, when it plays in the video, it works better. So now, I don't know if you remember in my video, I had different colors. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change the color palette. So this first one I'm going to make black. That's that. See, that's that top row of text. The second one I'm going to make black. That's the bottom row of text. And then the third one, I'm going to make orange. That's going to be the ball that shrinks in and shrinks out. And then red, and then transparent. And then the other thing that you can do is you can change the text if you want to. I just left it as is. But under the text, the fonts, there's all different kinds of fonts, so you can make it whatever you want. So, you know, like I could do this distant galaxy, see how that looks? I could do bangers, see how, they're all different. So I'm gonna leave it back where it was, that Lado. I think it was bold. There you go. Okay, so now see if I play it, look at what it looks like. Oh, it's not going to show it that way. Okay, I'm sorry. So once I have that the way I want it, though, then I save changes. And I can then move this. I can move this to wherever I want on the video. And so also my image, I can change how long I want the video to show up by grabbing it and dragging it. See, smaller or longer. So I'm going to line it up with that text part so that it's the same. So if I go back to the beginning and I click on play, see how it goes in? Boom. A new vitamin C for radiant skin. So there's my first frame. See that? So then my next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to this first one that has all of my images, and I have this girl. I'm going to drag her down right here next to this. And I don't have any text over her. So I have her set for about 5 minutes, which is what it is. It's set for 5 minutes. So you can drag this to make it longer or shorter. So I'm going to keep it for about 5 minutes. And then my next image is this girl putting the mask on right here. So I'm going to drag her down there. And then I'm going to I'm just going to drag my images down. My next one is the vitamin C serum right here. Then the next one is the girl with the lip conditioner. And for right now, those are the images. I'm going to, I go ahead and add them. The next one is a video that I'm going to add. So I think if I click on it, it will play. Oh, that's not the one. This is the one right here. So this is the video that I'm going to drag down. And this one is the one that says conditions, brightens, exfoliates. So I'm going to drag that down next. And then the next one is also a video, and it's vitamin C rotating. So this one, they rotate. You see that right there? So these, like I said, I got them all from Avon Social. So I've got my videos in there. Now I'm going to go and I'm going to add a text on top of this, the mask. So the text that I used for this is called line wipe lower third. I just made notes of what these were because they're all different. Like I said, they have all different kinds of text. And the one that I liked for this one is line wipe lower third. So if I click on it, you can see how it works here. See that? So I take it and I dragged it down here, right over that. And so I'm going to double click on it, and I'm going to put in the text, I'm going to say step 1, exfoliate. And then in the text on the second one, I'm going to say vitamin C warming peel. Now I changed my colors here. So I changed my color of my text to black, and I changed the line to red. So see how I changed that there? And also I changed my fonts. So I used a font called Railway, right here, Railway Bold. And then, and the same thing here, Railway Bold. And then you can move it. So you can move it to wherever you want. So I want it kind of be down low because I don't want it to interfere with the picture. So I can play it if I want to see what it looks like. Oh, it's not really. Yeah, there you go. It's kind of showing it. So see how it, there you go. That's what it looks like. So once I'm happy, I can save the changes. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to move these all over, and I'm going to make this be the same length as that text, right? So then I've got my next one is going to go here, and that one is the serum. So that would be the step 2. So I can take this text and I can copy it. So I can go edit, copy, or I can do Command C, or if you're on a PC, it's Control C for copy. Move your line thingy over to where it's not on anything. We're on this row. Remember, this is video 2, and paste it. So you can say edit, paste. No, that didn't work. Okay, so if I copy, and then I go over here and I paste it, and then, so now it's going to be I'm going to edit this, and I'm going to say step 2, brighten, and it's vitamin C brightening serum. So save changes. So, and then I'm going to make that bottom one be the same. I'm just making them the same size. So now I'm going to copy that one. I'm just hitting Command C for copy, and I'm moving over to a blank spot, and I'm doing Command V for paste, or if you're on a PC, it's Control V. And that one, then I'm going to click on, double click on it, and I'm going to say step 3, plump and condition, and it'll be vitamin C lip conditioner, and save the changes of that. So then I'm going to move this girl over, and I will make it be the same. Okay, so then I have, now I'm going to do a couple of transitions. So you can transition between the slides. See, what I have right now is I have this right here where it's doing that, and then it just instantly goes to the girl, and then it just instantly goes to the mask. Check it out. Check out that text. Isn't that cool? And then it goes instantly to the serum, and then instantly to the lip conditioner. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some transitions. So if I click over here, this one, that's the one, you got the star, and then 1, 2, 3, the fourth one over. These are transitions. And if you click on a transition, you can see over here what it does. It's basically transitioning from one slide to another. So like this one was fading to the next image. This one is blur to the next image. This one is dissolve to the next image. So the one that I'm using here is the page curl. So that's down here, and page curl. See how it curls the page up? I like that one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drag this down, and you can't just put it, see how it's red right now? You can't put it, it has to be green. So it has to be like between two pieces of content. So I'm going to put it right between those two. And then I'm going to take the page curl, I'm going to put it right between the next two. I'm going to take another one, put it between those, take another one and put it between those. So as you can see here, if I'm playing this, it transitions by curling the page and then curling the page, and so in between each one. Now, the next piece I'm going to add is this video. Now this video, watch this. If I click on play on this video, it says, conditions, brightens, exfoliates, conditions, brightens, exfoliates, conditions, and it just keeps saying that, and it's about, I don't know how long this is. It's about 8 seconds, which is a little long. So what I can do is you can same thing with the videos, you can grab it, you can't make it longer, but you can take off the end. You can cut off the end by dragging it in. So if I click on it, and if I kind of go all the way back to the beginning and I watch it, because I wanted to say the 3 text things twice. I wanted to say conditions, brightens, exfoliates. Okay, so there's one. And then we go a little farther. Conditions, brightens, exfoliates, and let me get just past that to there. So that's where I'm going to stop that one. So now it will play it twice. Conditions, brightens, exfoliates. Conditions, brightens, exfoliates. There you go. So that's the end of that one. And then my next thing that I'm going to add is that last video. So I go back to my assets, and I'm going to put this vitamin C rotating. Now, I didn't put a transition between those two, and I don't think I'm going to put a transition between these two. Well, I might. Let me see how it plays first. So then this last one, let's see, what did I have on there? Oh, I put my website on there. So I went back in here and I found the one that says boxed in title. right here, boxed in title. So I drag that and I put it right over there and I double click on it. And on this one, I'm going to put my website, which is lovemybeautybiz.com. This is my blog. And again, I put a space after it. And actually, if I put a space before it, it kind of puts some space between the edges. You see that? So that's what I'm going to do. But I'm going to change the colors. So the text is white. I'm going to leave that white. I'm going to make the back of it black. And I'm going to make the little lines right on the side there, I'm going to make them red. Okay, perfect. And I can adjust this. I can put it wherever I want. I can adjust the size of it. My phone is ringing, of course. But I can put that there, and I can save changes. And so I want that to be about the same size as my video, or yeah, because that's a video. So I want that to be about the same size as my video. So see, if I just go to the beginning of that and I click on play, see how it says Love My Beauty Biz, and it's got the video going behind it. Isn't that cool? So that's I put all the items in there. Let me see if I want to transition in there. So we got the plump and condition. And then we got that conditions, brightens, exfoliates, and then we go into that. So I guess you could put a transition if you want to. One suggestion I have is if you're going to use transitions, I would use the same one throughout the whole video. Don't go crazy on it, because if you have different transitions between each picture, it's going to look funny, right? So the next thing we want to add, first thing you want to do is save this. And I'm going to save, and I'm going to give it a name. What's it called? Save as, and I'm going to give it a name of, I'm going to call this test, well, I'll call this vitamin C 2. I'm only doing that because I already have a vitamin C. You would write vitamin C out, whatever you want to call it, right? Whatever you want to name it. Okay, so then the next thing, now we want to add music, because see, if I go back to this, we can play it, and it has no sound, it just it just has your video, right? Isn't this slick? This is actually really easy. I know that I'm doing a lot here and I'm probably moving a little fast, but keep in mind that this is a video and you can watch this over and over. You can pause it, whatever you need to do as you're learning. So now we go to this one up here, that's music. So we go to audio, and they have a bunch of audio in here. You can also go to your assets and you can actually upload audio. Here's one that I uploaded for another video. But I think on this one I used what we had. So these, like, you can click on it and you can hear what it sounds like. Okay, the one that I used on this video is called Upbeat Summer. Right here. So that's the one I used. So I'm going to drag that down to the audio. Now notice that this audio is way longer than mine. My video ends right here. My video is really only like 42 seconds or something. Right here, 42 seconds. So what we want to do is we want to trim this audio. We want to cut it off. So if we put it right to the end, and see the little scissors there? Now I'm on this, you have to make sure you're on this one, and then you click the scissors and it cuts it right in half. So now you can just delete this, hit that and delete. And so now your sound goes the same length as the video. The only thing is that your sound gets to the end and it just gets cut off. Watch this. See how that is? So what you can do is if you click on this line right on the end here, there's a little dot. And you can adjust the volume with this dot. But what I can do is I can click a dot on the line, like maybe right there. And now that I've made, that's like an anchor. So I'm saying keep it the same volume till you get to that anchor. But now I want to take that and I want to reduce the volume. So see what happens now? So there you go. My video's done. Now I can click on finish and I can export it. You can save it. You can send it to Facebook, or you can send it to YouTube, or you can send it to, if you have a Dropbox account, you can send it to your Dropbox, and then once it's processed, you can download it. And so there's your video, there's your vitamin C video. So let me save that. Okay, now I want to show you another video that I made. This is the one I made for True Gent, and this one I used personal pictures. And what I did was I did like true husband, true friend, true father, true grandfather, and I used 2 pictures for each. So let me play this video for you so you can see. So that one's done. So see that? So let's make that one. I'll show you how to make that one. So what we're going to do is we're going to click on New Edit. And then this one was square too. Like I said, you could do horizontal or vertical, but I did a square one. And then, you know, there's also, in this WeVideo, there's also videos. It comes with a more advanced program to get these videos, but like literally, see, there's videos that you can drop into your videos. Isn't that cool? Love that. So you can find stuff that fits in with what you're doing. I did one that was a fundraiser video that I used money that was floating around. But so anyway, let's get back to the point. So we go back to my assets, and I had uploaded a bunch of pictures of our family. And so let me see. So I started off with the True Gent image. So I put that in video 1. And then I have the one of me and Richard on a cruise, and then the one of me and Richard at a party. And then I had Richard and his daughter. Love this picture. Isn't that a good picture? And then Richard and my grandson. No, this is Richard and my daughter and his daughter at a party we were at. And then we have Richard and our grandson. And then Richard and our other grandson. And then we have Richard, where is it? With Mark and Rick. And this one was from RepFest. How cool is that? I love that picture. And then I have a picture of Richard holding the bottle. I should have said true personality, right? And then I have, this is another True Gent. So this image, if I can get it to show up there, this image and this image came from Avon Social. So I just lined up all these images. And if you just drop them onto your timeline, they default at 5 seconds. So if you just drop them on, they are all even and they're all 5 seconds. But again, you can click on an image and you can make it bigger or smaller. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a title for the first one, for this first image. And I go back to text, and it's called Ripple Title. Let me see if I can remember which one that was. Split Ripple Title. Oh yeah, okay. So this is the one I used. And so I'm just going to drop it down here. And then I'm going to double click on it to edit it. And I'm going to say, True Gent, our newest fragrance for men. And again, if you wanted to, you could put a heart or not. It doesn't matter. And on this one, I changed the font to Railway. bold. And on this one, I changed it to railway. I think I used actually railway black. Yeah, because it stands out a little more. And then what I did is I moved this up here. See, so it's kind of where I want it to be. And I changed the colors to white, and I changed this blue to a brown. So I just found a brown that I liked. And there you go. So that's my True Gent. So save changes on that. And then I want, you know, I should probably not add all these images all at once. You can select more than one image if you want to, just by like that, and select them and moving them out of the way, because I want to grow this one to be the same as that. Okay, so then I have the two pictures. Now I'm going to have one piece of text cover both of those pictures. So the text that I used here is called Blink Lower Third. Blink lower third. So this is the one I used here. And notice this has a primary text and a secondary text, and I didn't use the secondary text. So what I did is I would take that, drag it down here, and I'm going to make this one longer to be the length of the two of the pictures, right? So I'm going to change this, and I'm going to change it to True Husband. And I didn't change the font on that one. On the secondary text, I don't want one, so I just put a space in there. That just eliminates that. And I'm going to move this down about like that. And let's see, we left it white. So then I'll save that changes, okay? So now that's the length of these two pictures. Now I'm going to take these two pictures, and move them up. And I'm going to take this one, and I'm going to copy it, Control C or Command C, move my cursor. See, right now, if I try to paste it, it will say there's not enough space. So, but if I move this over to a blank space, I can paste it. And then I'm going to change this one to say True Father. And I have these all on auto size. I haven't changed the size, but you can change it, and I'll show you that in just a second. Now we're going to move these two kids over. We're going to copy this one, and we're going to move over to a blank spot, and we're going to double click on it. We're going to change this to True Grandfather. Now see, this one's longer than the lines. So I'm actually going to change this to manual, and I'm going to shrink that text just a little bit so that it fits in there. See how it fits in there just nice? And I'm going to save the changes. Okay, now I'm going to move the friends over, the two friends. Now I'm going to copy this other one because it was auto size, and I want to keep it auto. And I'm going to paste that in there and double click and say True Friend and save the changes. And then I'm going to go and okay, now I just have Richard. So on his True Grandfather, True Friend, on his I changed this to say True Gent. And again, if you wanted to, you could put a heart in there. You could put whatever you wanted, right? You could put lips. You could, if you wanted lips. I don't know. Oh, it won't let me. It doesn't show. Oh, it does. It does show. But I don't think I'm going to do that on this one. So that one just says True Gent. Save changes. Now, oh, whoops. I changed the one that's supposed to be Two Friends. Two Friends. Save changes. See, we all make mistakes. It's all fixable. So I'm going to copy this, move it over here, paste it, and I'm going to change this one to say True Gent. Save changes. Now this one, I can take Richard and I can make him longer. I think, how long did I make him? I made him 10 seconds. So basically that was, I moved him. I made Richard's the length of that text so that it's 10 seconds. Okay, and then I have this one, and this one I am going to add, it's called Roller Title. So I find Roller Title, and right here, and that's the roller title. See that? And so I'm going to drop that in down here. I'm going to double click on it, and on the primary text, I'm going to say True Gent, and then go over to the secondary space, and I'm going to say Strong enough to show his heart. And then I'm going to put a little heart in there. Now I'm going to put a space. See, it's right up against the edge. So I'm going to put a space after the heart, and I'm going to put a space before the strong. And in fact, I think I'm going to put 2 spaces after the heart to give it plenty of room there. And I'm going to change the colors to white for the text, gray for that bottom one, and black for that top one. Now it's hard to know exactly what's what, so sometimes you have to just click on it and see what changes over here, okay? So now I'm going to do that, and I'm going to take this and I'm going to move it up here because this is where I want it. And I'm going to save changes. So I did one other thing. I added one more piece of text on this. I added my handle for my Facebook, my @LoveMyBeautyBiz, which is my Facebook handle for my page. So well, let me make this image bigger. I'm going to make the length of that image go there. Actually, what I think I'm going to do, no, we're good for right now. Okay, so now I'm going to add another row of text, but I want to put it on another level. So we have video 1 and we have video 2. So we're going to add a video 3. So I just click on this plus sign right here and click on it and add video 3. You can change it, the name if you want to, or you can just leave it. And on video 3, I'm going to use what's called flying title. They all have names, so I wrote them down so that I would be able to remember to show you. Elegance, roller. What did I do with that one? Whisper, puff, above. When you're picking them, you know, you just can click on one and you can see what they are, right? I like this one. And but I'm looking for that flying title. Also keep in mind, some of them are 3 lines, some of them are 5 lines. So kind of pay attention to that because you want what you want, whatever, depending on what it is you want to write on there. Roller, flying title. There it is, flying title. So that's what that one's going to look like. Do you see that? So let me back that up and play it, and it comes in, well, maybe not. Okay, it's just like a typewriter, it comes in flying. So I'm going to add that to the third one, but I'm going to move it about a little ways. So time-wise, I want the True Gent to show up first, and then I want this to come in later. And I'm going to have this come in, or let me double click on it, and I'm going to put my handle, Love My Beauty Biz. That's my handle. And I'm going to put a space at the end. I'm going to change it to black. I'm going to change the font to, I had Playbill is the font that I used on this one. It's kind of a more cursive. See that? And I'm going to take the edge here and I'm going to shrink it up. And I'm going to have it come in right about there. And so if I play that, you can kind of see. Well, that didn't work. It's hard to see, I guess. So save changes. So what I want to do, I think, is I want to make this longer. In fact, I think I did. I made this 11 seconds because it's at the end of my, I made it 11 seconds. I'm going to have this roller, this title where that comes in that says True Gent. I'm going to make that 11 seconds. And then I'm going to have my title come in about 6 seconds in. So see, this starts first and then this comes in later. So you can kind of see now it goes from Richard True Gent, and then it comes up True Gent, strong enough to show his heart, and then it comes with my thing down there. And then it backs off. Ooh. There you go. Perfect. Okay, so now I need to add music. So now I go back to the music track, and I probably should save this. I should have saved it at the beginning. So this was called True Gent. you know, that would be what I would do, but I'm going to just say TrueGen 2 because I already have TrueGen. I'm only using this as a test to show you. And then I'm going to add music. And believe it or not, I used the same music for this one. Isn't that funny? But you can use any music. This is probably more Richard's music. But, so there's... So you can pick whatever you want. So Upbeat Summer is the one that I used. What's the difference here? Oh, that one's a little different. Okay, if you can see, my thing is 1 minute, 7 seconds. And this song is 1 minute, 9 seconds. So this would probably fit in there just about right, actually. Check that out. So the same thing, though, is I can go over here and I can maybe make the music go a little bit longer. Maybe I might want to cut it right there and delete that part. And maybe I'll click on it about here and I'll start fading it down. And so let's go to the very beginning. Oh, I want to add some transitions. I didn't think about that. I'm going to take the video out. I'm going to take the audio out because the music's not going to be the same when I get the transitions in. So we're going to add some transitions. We are going to use the full title. Oh, we use, I know which one we used. So on this one, we're going to click on transitions. And the one that I used on this was called, look, they have curtains that open and close. See that? Boom. The one that I used was called Radio. I like that. Okay, so I take radio, and I'm not going to put it between the two pictures that go together. I'm going to do it when I change from true father to true husband to true grandfather. And so I'm going to take that radio, and I'm going to put it right there. I'm going to take it again, and I'm going to put it between the father, or the husband and the father. And then I'll take it, and I'll put it between the father and the grandfather. And I'll take it and put it between the grandfather and the friend. And again between until we get to Richard, and then one more for the last one. Okay, so now we're at 1 minute, 7 seconds. So, okay, so if we go back to the music, I always add the music last. That's still 1 minute, 9 seconds. So that still would work. So we could stick that in there. And then we could go over here and just crop this music right at the end. We're going to click on the scissors, cut it off. It actually already fades. You can kind of see it like that. But what I'm going to do is about here, I'll click and make a dot, and then we'll take this one down to 0 volume. So it'll start fading about halfway through that clip, okay? So let's go back to the beginning. Let's click on play. Let's see how it turned out. Boom, and there's your video. So we would save it, of course, because we want to keep saving it. And then you would finish, and then you can export it to Dropbox or to, if you have a web address, you can send it to an FTP, YouTube, Vimeo. Oh, I don't know what that box is. I'm sorry. This is Dropbox, Google Drive. So you can export it however you want. You can give it a title, and there you go. You got your thumbnails, or you got your videos. Now, isn't that cool? So if I go back to that, or let's just say, now remember I told you that there are other videos in here. So, and again, it depends on your plan, and I'm going to talk about that in just a minute. But they have in here, they have photos and videos, backgrounds, solids, overlays. So you can like put a heart over it, or you know, something like that. You can, there's all kinds of things you can put over your video. That's your transitions. That's your, okay, so it'd still be here. And let's see, how do I get back to the beginning? Backgrounds, solids. I'm trying to think. Oh, okay, I went back to this. This is the star. Okay, so I can go in here and I can search for whatever, for money. I did a video. For fundraising, and I used money. And let me see. That's the one I used. See? So this one's just rotating around. And so, I mean, literally, you can just stick this in the middle of one of your videos. So you can import. I mean, all of this all comes with it, depending on the program that you buy. And the music comes with it. There's all different kinds of music. You can, like, there's sound effects. So you have like traffic. That's an airport. Let me find something. There you go, busy signal. Telephone ringing. So there's all kinds of stuff in here. So I love this WeVideo. Mostly what I love the best is those text transitions, all these different text transitions, because I don't find them in any other program. So what I want to tell you about is that you can go to onlinebeautybiz.com/WeVideo, and I'll give you the link below the video. And you can go here, and this is where it's going to take you to WeVideo to sign up. And when I want to explain the plans to you, there are these 4 plans. There's actually a free one that you can do for free, but this comes, I'm pretty sure the free one actually has a thing on it that says created with WeVideo, like over the top of it, like a watermark. But it's something you can play with for free, just to try it out. This is what's important. What you need to understand is the publish time. So when you get done with your video and you click on finish and publish, let's just say if you have a 5-minute, this is 5 minutes per month. So let's say that your video was 3 minutes, okay? And you published it, and then you decided you wanted to edit it, and you needed to publish it again, it would go over that 5 minutes because it would be 6 minutes. So you wouldn't be able to do it in the same month. So it's really important to understand that. So you can do 1-minute videos, you can do 5 of them a month, or you can do 30-second videos, you could do 10 of those a month. So you get 5 minutes per month of publish time. On the $4.99, you get 30 minutes a month, and on the $7.99, it's unlimited. I opted with actually I started with the $7.99, but I ended up upgrading to the $17.99 a month because this is the essentials. The essentials music assets and the essentials images, those are those ones that I just showed you that you can add to your video for free. You don't get them until you get to the $17.99 plan. But you don't necessarily need it. I mean, you can also find videos online. There's like free video sites. You could search for that, and you can import your own videos. The $7.99 is a pretty good package because you get unlimited publish time. You just don't get that essentials. The other thing that I wanted to point out is as you get higher up, you get more and more of those text titles. So the unlimited doesn't have as many of the text titles as the $17.99 does. And then obviously when you get to the business one, you get even more. I opted for the $17.99. You could do well with the $4.99 or the $7.99. You can try it for free. I don't think you'll stay on the free one for very long, but it's a great program. And I've looked at so many online companies, and none of them even come close to this price. So I just wanted to explain that to you. And I hope that you got something out of this. I hope it helps you to be able to create your own videos, because video is where it's at right now with Facebook and Instagram. And if you can create your own, then it's personal and it's yours, and it's not the same video that everybody else is sharing. Plus, you can put your own link on it, right? You can put your own website or your own Facebook page. Anyway, thanks for being here with me today. This video has probably gone on a little long. So have a great day, and we'll talk soon.